All right, let's just get right to it. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off today. This isn't about feeling good, you know? It's about feeling something real, something that actually moves you to act before another year just vanishes. So let's walk through some hard truths together, the kind you need to hear if you really want to break the cycle.
Just let that sink in for a second. It's a harsh statement, I know, but for so many of us, it's the absolute truth. We get so good at avoiding the things that sting, but those are the very things that could force us to finally change.
So why does this happen, right? Why do we get stuck in these loops, basically living the same year over and over again? Well, it usually starts with this one massive, invisible trap that we all fall into.
And that trap, it fuels this whole cycle. It's the illusion of comparison. We look around, especially online, and we see someone else's success, and we immediately feel like we're just falling behind.
Think about it. Social media is just a highlight reel. That entrepreneur you look up to, yeah, they've probably been grinding for 7 years. That influencer with the perfect life, you're seeing the filters, the lighting, the one good take out of 100. You are literally comparing your raw, behind-the-scenes footage to their polished final movie trailer.
So please, hear this. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be on your own unique timeline. The second you stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler is the second you actually start moving forward on your own path.
Okay, so the next big hurdle is this lie that we tell ourselves, the lie of someday. It's such a human thing to do, right? We wait. We wait for the perfect moment. We wait for someone to give us permission or for some miracle to just swoop in and save us.
This one's tough, but it is maybe the most liberating truth you can ever accept. The cavalry isn't coming. Nobody is going to build your dreams for you. Your salvation, your success. It comes from your own choices, your own discipline. You know, there's an old story that explains this perfectly.
So there's a man. He's trapped on his rooftop during this huge flood. He's praying, begging to be saved. Before long, a rescue boat comes by, but he just waves it off, saying, "No, it's okay. God will save me."
A little later, a helicopter hovers right over him. They lower a ladder, and again, he refuses. He's still just waiting. And eventually, he drowns.
When it gets to the afterlife, he asks God, "Why? Why didn't you save me?" And God replies, "I sent you a boat, and I sent you a helicopter. The help you're waiting for, it's probably already here. It just doesn't look the way you expected it to."
So once we realize we have to save ourselves, well, that's when we have to look inward. The biggest obstacles aren't really out there in the world. The real battle is with the enemy within, our own habits, our own mindsets.
We are obsessed with comfort. We chase the stable job, the predictable routine. But comfort, it's a trap. It's disguised as a reward. Nothing meaningful, nothing great ever happens inside your comfort zone. The gap between the person you are today and the person you could be, that space is filled with discomfort.
And this is where we get things so wrong. We wait for motivation. But look at this. Motivation is just a spark. It's emotional, it's fleeting, it's totally unreliable. Discipline, though, discipline is the fuel. It's based on action. It's consistent. It's what gets you to do the work when you don't feel like it, which, let's be honest, is most of the time.
So what fuels that discipline? Your attention, your focus. Every time a notification pops up, every time you get lost in a scroll, you're not just wasting time. You are giving away your most valuable, non-renewable asset. Every hour you spend scrolling is an hour you didn't spend building your future. So, to win against these internal enemies, we have to understand the rules of the game. These are the unchangeable, universal truths of life that we just have to accept if we want to move forward.
We're taught from a young age to fear failure. But failure isn't the end of the road. It's a mandatory stop along the way. The real path is simple. You try, you fail, you learn from it, and then you repeat the whole process. Every single person you admire has failed way more times than you've even tried. They just see it as data, not as a judgment of who they are.
Because at the end of the day, the only real failure is giving up before you even start. The more you're willing to try, and yes, to fail, the faster you're going to learn, and the faster you'll find what works.
And here's a big one. Your environment is stronger than your willpower every single time. If you want to eat healthy but your kitchen is stocked with junk food, guess what's going to win? You have to design an environment that supports your goals, not one that sabotages them. Sometimes that means changing your space, your friends, or what you consume online.
See this number? 65. As of today, that's roughly how many days are left until the new year. Now, the exact number doesn't really matter. What matters is the clarity it brings, the sudden realization that time, it only moves in one direction. It is the one thing you can never, ever earn back. What are you doing with it?
And that brings us to our final truth. When you put all of this together, that no one is coming to save you, that comfort is a trap, that time is running out, it all boils down to one single powerful idea.
This might be the hardest truth of all. The gap between where you are right now and where you want to be, it's not knowledge. You don't need another book or another video. It's courage. Deep down, you already know what you need to do. You've known for a long time. The only thing you're missing is the courage to actually do it.
So let's recap these brutal truths. Nobody is coming to save you. Comfort is a trap. Discipline will always beat motivation. Failure isn't just an option, it's a requirement. Your time is irreplaceable. And finally, you already know what to do.
So I'll just leave you with this one last question to think about. What are you pretending not to know? The moment you stop pretending, the moment you get honest with yourself, that's the moment everything can change.